So welcome to part 4 of the Awaken the Healer Within series. So today we're going to be talking about belief systems. So we're going to be talking about what belief systems are and the role that they play in each and every one of our lives. When it comes to belief systems, each and every one of us, we have a unique belief system that's different from the person next to us. So your belief system is probably different than my belief system, which is different than the belief system of the person over there or the person over there, or maybe your mom or maybe your dad or your friend or your colleague or this person on the street. Everybody's belief systems a little bit different. And there's a reason for that. We all grew up in a unique environment that's a little bit unique and a little bit different from one another. So today we're going to be going through a process. We're going to be going through an exercise to be able to identify the different belief systems that you might have. And you'll have an opportunity to be able to see, to be able to decipher maybe what might be empowering belief systems and maybe what might not be empowering belief systems. What I want to encourage each and every one of you is to be able to create that awareness in terms of what it is that might be inside of here, what it is that you might believe to be true about your health or about your body or about how you feel or about your environment. Just because you have that belief, it doesn't mean it's true. Because I can guarantee you that what you believe to be true about that certain situation, if you talk to somebody else, they're probably going to have a completely different belief or maybe just a modified version of that belief that you have. So in this part, I'm going to be guiding you through some exercises to be able to identify your beliefs when it comes to health. Along that way, you're going to probably find that maybe some of those beliefs, they might not be that empowering, right? They might not be that empowering when it comes to supporting you on your journey to optimal health. And then you might find that other beliefs that you might have, they are empowering. And maybe those empowering beliefs, you want to keep them. And so we're going to be going through a process to be able to explore these. And my intention is that each and every one of you, as you go through this process, that you have that aha moment, that the light bulb just flickers on and you're able to be like, whoa, it's like, it's because of that, maybe that belief that I have about this aspect of my life, maybe it hasn't been that empowering. Maybe it hasn't been that helpful in terms of me feeling better in my own body. And so that's what we're going to be jumping in today. We're going to be exploring all of that. So let's dive into it. So in this section, we're going to go ahead and dive into belief systems. All right. These belief systems play a role in our overall health and in our overall well-being, right? Because at the end of the day, our beliefs, right? Our beliefs shape how we view the world, right? And how we view the world, this can all influence how we view our health and maybe what our bodies are capable of achieving. So what are beliefs? So beliefs are what we believe to be true. Okay, so they're often formed subconsciously through our past experiences or through our culture or through education and things that we've learned along the way or through family influences, right? So all these things, right? They can either empower us towards better health, more vibrant health, or they can limit our potential as well. So for example, right, depending on a person's belief, if a person believes that my body is capable of healing, right, then that person is more likely to engage in behaviors that maybe promote and support this health and wellness, right? Whereas if a person's like, I'm not good at sticking to like routines and stuff like that, right? Or health routines, right? And not being able to eat healthy, then more than likely that person's not going to be able to stick to those healthy routines or to be able to eat healthy, right? They're probably going to like grab certain foods that might not be as good for them, right? Because they have that belief. The beliefs that we have about health, the beliefs that we have about life, right? Or about what we can achieve, right? Where do they come from? Where do these beliefs come from, right? They're not just random, are they? Well, these beliefs, right? They're shaped by a mix of personal experiences, right? They can be shaped by our personal experiences. They can be shaped by the family that we grew up in, the culture, or maybe the world around us, right? Each of us has a unique blend, right? They can be shaped from personal, ancestral, or societal, right? And so when it comes to personal, these things can be from maybe personal events, maybe childhood experiences, or maybe traumatic events, or seeing behaviors from people close to us, right? Or it can be from ancestral. Maybe it's family beliefs or narratives that have been passed down throughout the generations. Or number 3, maybe it's societal. What does societal mean? It just means it can be things from the media, maybe the advertisements that we see, right? So the media, the things that we watch on TV, that we listen to on the radio, the advertisements that we see, maybe cultural norms, or just like the economic climate, right? It can be from all these things, right? The things that we observe. So when we have this understanding of where our beliefs come from, right? It gives us a better awareness of what's actually happening, right? Because these things aren't necessarily random, right? And so when we have that awareness of where they come from, right? We can start to challenge some of these beliefs and we can start to make some of these shifts in our life so that we can move forward and so that we can start to make changes. So I'm going to go ahead and lead you through a quick exercise right now where we're going to go ahead and identify some of the beliefs that you may have when it comes to your health or maybe when it comes to your body as well. I want you to go ahead and think about when it comes to your health or when it comes to your body, right? Or even eating. But just go ahead and think about the beliefs that you might have picked up from. You might have picked up from your parents or the family you grew up in. Maybe there are certain things that you might have heard from mom or from dad or brother and sister growing up about food or about eating or about things relating to health. Think about the beliefs that you might have picked up. Or maybe there's certain beliefs that you might have picked up from society, from TV, from listening to the radio, or from the internet. Maybe there's certain beliefs that you might have picked up as a result of personal experiences. Maybe personal experiences growing up. From when you were young, or maybe maybe more recent. So what beliefs did you pick up? So just go ahead and jot those down right now. So jot down those different beliefs that you might have picked up. And these beliefs can be supportive or they can be unsupportive. And so just go ahead and jot them down. As you jot all these down, I want you to think about what role have these beliefs played in shaping your current health behaviors and perhaps maybe the results that you're currently getting when it comes to your health? What role have these current beliefs been playing? Have these beliefs been empowering? Have they been helping you? Or maybe they're not. Maybe they're disempowering you. Which one is it? What role have these beliefs played in your life when it comes to your health? Just reflect on it, right? Reflect on it right now. Can you see how these beliefs maybe shaped your current situation that you're in right now when it comes to your health? And with that said, how would your life be different if your beliefs were more aligned with optimal health? How would your life be different if your beliefs were more aligned? One of the things that we're doing in this course is to be able to shift those beliefs. So for your homework assignment, what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to go ahead and journal and write down how your beliefs have influenced your health decisions or your health, right? Just journal and write down how your beliefs, right? They've influenced your health and some of the decisions that you're making or that you've made. And what's one change? What's one change you're committed to making in your life? Moving forward, what's one change you're committed to making? Because everything starts with beliefs, right? Everything starts with the mindset. And once we can uncover some of these deeply embedded, deeply rooted beliefs that we have when it comes to our health and how we approach health or what we consider to be health, then we can start to shift our lives. We can start to shift the results that we're seeing in our life. The real shift, right? It starts with the mindset, right? It starts with our beliefs. And once we can shift those, you're going to start to see changes in your life. You're going to start to see changes in your health. You're going to start to see changes in how you feel. So welcome back, everybody. This wraps up part 4 of the Awaken the Healer Within series. So we just covered belief systems and the role that they play in each and every one of your lives. I just want to encourage you, if you haven't already, just go ahead and remember to like and subscribe to this channel. That way you can stay up to date on all the updates and all the future videos that are coming out. And so what's coming up on the radar? What's next? So the next part, we're going to be talking about self-talk. So what's self-talk? You know those voices that you got in the head? You know, one side's kind of like, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. You know, you got this. And then you got the other voice that's just like, no, you can't do it. You're not going to make it. You know, it's like you're in pain. It's like life's crap right now. It's like, just give up already. But then you got the other voice. You're like, no, don't give up. You can do it. You know, you're strong. It's like, you got this. Keep going. It's like, it's just around the corner. Just focus on your dreams. Focus on your intentions. That's the self-talk. Got those two voices. And so that is what we're going to cover in the next section. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you in that following section. And I'll see you there.